Hey guys, Don here. Welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. This is called the $1 Million Minute. We're going to help you get to the $1 million mark and beyond. So I had a couple of feedback from some docs. They sent me an email. One gentleman asked about the dosing for Diflucan. This is just what I kind of found and what I've been doing. It's 200 milligrams once a week for 6 months. That's how I do that. But I usually fail terbinafine first, then I go to Diflucan. Another question someone asked me about getting started with shockwave. I'm a big advocate of shockwave. You have to visit someone that does a lot of it. That's what I would recommend. That's the easiest way. You can go to the conferences, and they'll teach you if there's podiatrists there. Like so, the Curomedics one is one of the best ones. Because there's podiatrists, you can ask their protocols. But really, if you could visit someone in their office that does a lot of it, I'm happy to have anyone visit here if you want. But that's the best way to kind of learn kind of the protocols and stuff like that, how to do shockwave. So this is a recording of day number 2 of my ModMed Go Live. So a couple of things I've learned. One is I was talking to a friend of mine. He is working for a large venture capital, and he actually implements ModMed within these venture capitals. So a lot of companies, these orthopedic groups, are switching to ModMed because you save quite a bit from some of the other bigger EMRs. And but the transition, what ModMed offers, this is what he said, what ModMed offers is pretty bare bones. And a couple of things he was concerned about. One is how things are set up to make sure it's in the back end, if it's set up efficiently, like workflows. And then also making sure, like giving tips on how to do the notes. So I'm more interested in fixing my problem, which is trying to get my notes done and making them efficient and adequate. And then, but there's a lot of back office, like just the workflows of dealing with like pathology reports that are coming in, ordering ABIs, ordering other types of stuff like that. So that's what he recommended. So I don't know. There probably are some private pay people, but it might be worth it to pay. I'm thinking about paying him to help and consult with us for a little bit. Just to make it more efficient, because setting it up the right way in the beginning can make it a lot easier in the future, is what he said, and it just makes it a lot less painful for the doctors. I'm still kind of figuring out how to do it with Murali, my scribe, because I don't quite understand how it works. But where he's at in India, when he uses Athena, he had to be on a VPN, and now when he's on ModMed, he doesn't need a VPN, and so it's hard because I need to copy the physical exam stuff from Athena and put it into ModMed. And so because today is going to be crazy. So today is day number 3 because I was off a day because of my kids. It's April vacation, so I was off enjoying with my kids. We had a barbecue, first barbecue of the year. I had to clean the barbecue, which kind of sucked, but I made my wife happy. So we had a barbecue, took care of some things for the kids. We're going to be going to Brazil here, so we had to update their visas. Their passports in Brazil. So we did that on the day off, but so today will be my Friday. It's Friday and we're recording this, but I'm recording here for my second Go Live day. So let me tell you about the day. I don't have as many details, frankly, because I haven't figured out how to print out my report on this new one. But there was a new patient, level 4 visit, shockwave number 6, so office visit, and then a 6-week follow-up. Next patient is as well was a shockwave number 3. This was for a stress fracture. He's gonna come back as needed. Next patient was I can't even read my handwriting, guys. It's kind of bad. It was kind of crazy. Next was a number 5 out of 6 for posterior tibial tendon for shockwave. I can't read anything here. There was a surgical patient that I referred to one of my buddies here that failed shockwave. So I don't have many failures with shockwave, but I like to talk about this. This was the ones that do fail, in my opinion, tend to be more of insertional Achilles with spurs. Those tend to be those are the ones that have failed for me. I've had one plantar fascia that's failed. I had to do a fasciotomy, and this is going to be a speed bridge. Next one was a number 6 out of 6 EPAT, 6-week follow-up. They're doing much better. Another patient was an office visit for neuropathy, and then number 2 out of 6 for another fracture. This is that one that had a MIS 5th Met osteotomy with shifting, and it developed a non-union. So I'm doing it from another doctor, and then I'm doing focus shockwave only for that. In the afternoon, there was a patient that needed a bunion lapidus, so I referred that to one of my colleagues here that does more of those. Another one is an ulcer. I'm so happy he is healed. So this is a guy that ulcerated originally in the first med head due to an AFO. He needed a new AFO, and I sent this out to Hanger. And then when he was wearing it, he ulcerated. So that took months to heal. Then, as he tried to put on a shoe, once that one was healed, he ulcerated on his fifth toe. And so that took another couple of months to heal. Now that one's healed finally. And now he's going to go back to the podorthist. And it's just such a tricky thing. Like, he's got like a history of Charcot, history of, of course, neuropathy, and he just always ulcerates. So I'm just really scared of getting him into a shoe or trying to get him into a shoe that's appropriate. Next was another shockwave. Next was a patient with some maceration, and then an x-ray, and then next patient was just another shockwave. So the shockwaves made my life a little bit easier when documenting. I think it's maybe adversely positive because if I didn't have so many shockwaves, it would suck more. But it's been a struggle. I want to confess. So, but I think any EMR we were ready for that. I think. We're slimming down our schedule to make it a little easier for us to do this. And then I'm also doing something called a positive focus each day, which is, so each day of this, going through this pain, I'm doing a more extensive positive focus, writing down like 10 good things about the day, just to kind of keep my mindset in the right area to not get bitter. So I think in the end this is going to make us better, but for now it's kind of a challenge. Okay, I'll let you know how it goes today. Today is my Friday. I'm starting it out here pretty soon. My nail tech called in sick, and her schedule was just getting busy, so I don't know where to put all those. I'm going to try to do those and mine, and then do the notes, and I'm not sure how my scribe's going to do it because I don't think he can log into both systems because of this VPN thing that he does. So I will let you know how bad it is today. Or how good it is. I should be positive here, how good it is. Okay, guys, have a good day.